The walk-in cooler isn't done. And I can't stay up till 4 in the morning again. So we have a plan. Our employee is here today, Thursday, and Friday. And so we are gonna focus on harvesting, and we're gonna try to get as much done so I don't have to be up till the middle of the night again. I could have 100 employees here on Thursday, and it would in no way change the fact that I'd still have to stay up till 4 in the morning on Friday night, because the issue that we have here isn't about having enough time to harvest, it's about having enough storage for all the crops that need to be kept in the fridge during the heat of the day. The reason why I stay up all night, Friday night harvesting, is a lot of our crops are big and bulky. Think those bok choys, the kale, the Swiss chard, the head lettuce. That stuff takes up a huge amount of space. We're bringing Rubbermaids and Rubbermaids and Rubbermaids down to the market, and that can't be in the fridge. But if I pick it today and leave it in that Rubbermaid, by the time we bring it to the market and open up, it's gonna be a rotten pile of mush. The only way I can have that beautiful, healthy, happy crops down at the farmer's market is if I pick it in the cool of the nighttime on the night right before the morning market. So that is the reason why I've been staying up till 4 in the morning. Once we get that walk-in cooler completed, now we have tons of space. Those big bulky things, those big huge Rubbermaids, those just slide straight into the walk-in cooler. Doesn't matter how hot the day is, they are happy, they are healthy, and they still taste and look great when I bring them down to the market. The plan for today, Thursday, is that we are gonna pick some of the most labor-intensive crops that actually are quite small, because I do have 2 fridges for storage. So we are gonna do the salad mix that always, it takes hours and hours to do all the little steps to get it done, and it's a great job to have extra hands for. And we're also gonna do green onion bunches. They actually take a lot of time to clean all the roots and all the less than perfect leaves. So those, we clean them up, we pack them in, they take up very little space. Getting all that done means I'm gonna be starting Friday halfway through the work that I need to get done. We'll also do some cleaning up, we'll get everything tidied so that we're ready to go on Friday. And then Friday, during the heat of the day, which is always one of my biggest issues because there's nothing I can really do, we're gonna do flower arranging, which will then clear up all of Friday night for being able to do those nighttime harvests that need to be done in the cool. We're gonna flip the routine. Normally I'm out here, I'm doing flowers. We're gonna do it totally different this week. And we're gonna see if this will scrape us through without having that super late night again, because I'm getting tired of doing those. And when we are so tired, we don't have time to get the walk-in cooler done. And so it just keeps rolling into more and more of these late nights. We're back trying out the quick cut green harvester again. Last week we had some issues with it. I was cutting it too low and then it was a nightmare to clean. It in no way saved me anytime. But if I want the work to be efficient with this efficiency tool, I have to learn how to use it. So we're out here. This is our last time doing a cut on these greens before they come out. So we're gonna give it one more go and see if I can do a better job.
They look good.
What you doing?
Preventatively taping corners of sharp thing so I don't bump my head on it.
Oh, you're working on the walk-in cooler.
I am. And I'm making progress even though it doesn't seem like it that much.
Hello. It's hot and the kids are crazy, so I'm ditching you, Ian, and we're going to the beach.
Ready for the beach?
Yeah! There! It sounds even... Are you gonna come in the water?
Not yet.
When? Can you take this off for me? Ow! 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 Hey, Mommy, I'm touching on you.
Cold. I can't do it. It's too cold. It's too cold.
Here, I win. Let's play magic.
So weird being on the farm with nobody else here. So I have been working on this walk-in cooler for a little while now. If you want to see a video of us making it, too bad we're not making that video. When you watch these like how-to things, they just make it look so easy, right? They know what they're doing, they have all the tools and supplies there with them right away, and then you go to do it and it's like step one, everything just falls apart and you know, you're like, scrambling. There's a lot of things that we do that like I really don't actually know what I'm doing. You know, I've never done lots of these things before, but I just have confidence in myself to be able to take on new tasks. And this actually got me thinking. I'm in my 40s now, you know, I'm not young, and back in the day I got some advice that is just that old-timey advice. It's hilarious. This was when I used to work for the local township, kind of like the roads crew. This one time, it was the morning, the boss needed somebody to drive a trailer with a big piece of culvert pipe on it, because we were like replacing a culvert, and I was the extra man on the crew, and they were like, Ian, do you know how to drive a trailer? And I was like, no, I have never driven a trailer in my life, never mind one with a 40-foot piece of culvert on it. Like, no, I haven't done that before. Day goes on and I'm in the shop, and this particular guy comes up to me. When they ask you if you know what you're doing when you drive a trailer, just say yeah, and they'll let you do it. He's not gonna ask me again. Literally the next day at the safety meeting, because the culvert pipe didn't get like brought out to the job. Ian, do you know how to drive a trailer? Yep. And he's like, cool, take that culvert with you when you go out there. I think I've always, like, I internalized that just to always, you know, go for it, right? Just rely on the fact that I'm going to make good decisions when the time comes, and, you know, I'll work hard, I'll work as hard as I have to, just to, you know, like, make sure that I get past that initial point of not knowing what I'm doing. But in the long run, I'll acquire the skills and familiarity of doing this new task. Anyways, I am literally talking to a camera instead of like working on this walk-in cooler. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that.
I'm currently at waking up, leave me alone, and I need to get down to feeling better before we do this today. Late spring, early summer is actually a really difficult time here on the farm when it comes to flowers. The ranunculus have really saved the day. I was looking back on Instagram, and this weekend was the first week that we had any sort of flowers down at the farmer's market, and all it was like 5 little jar arrangements. And this year, where we're sitting at now, we've already sold thousands of dollars of flowers when you include all the market sales that we've done and some of those Mother Day tulip sales that we did and showed earlier. We would like to plant a peony patch, and that would help us have a nice focal flower for this late spring, early summertime, but that isn't gonna be something we'll have to work with for a few years still. My struggle this week is I have the ranunculus, which I really didn't think was gonna work out as well as it has, but I don't have any filler, right? So I have the focal flower, and today I'm scrambling, looking for greenery and looking for stuff to complement it, and it's just really hard to find in the garden right now. What I really wish I had right now was all of this yarrow blooming. This would look amazing going along with the ranunculus, but it's only just starting, which is gonna lead to my issue I'm gonna have next week, which is I'm gonna have all this yarrow, but no focal flowers. The ranunculus are gonna be done. So I'm gonna have the complete opposite problem of what I'm struggling with this week, next week. Okay, I'm feeling better. Let's do this.
What you doing?
Picking raspberries for greenery. These are really not supposed to be growing in my greenhouse.
What about this healthy guy? Is he supposed to be growing in your greenhouse?
Yes, the mullen's having a hot girl summer. Look at that, with some fruit on it. How cute are those with the little immature fruit? They're gonna look great. What we're gonna do is strip all the leaves off. The leaves are too big to stay looking good in arrangements. But how good is that gonna look in arrangements? Cherry branch.
But what about these precious trees?
We are chopping these trees down
Why would we do that?
because our neighbor is a cherry orchardist. So the last thing we need is to grow cherries, and we can just get them from him.
And then what are we gonna grow here?
Peonies! Peonies!
This is a pretty big space for peonies.
Yeah, we're gonna grow a couple hundred. Yeah, look how good that looks. Looks so good! It's gonna look so good in the yellow bouquets. Yellow ranunculus and cherries. So good. Okay, going up. Oh my god, this is the... Look at that one, so skinny. I've been loving this alfalfa. This patch here has this super dark purple color, and it looks really nice in bouquets, and it keeps really nicely in the vase. Well, this actually has ended up being a pretty good haul. I think we're gonna be able to get something out of this. I just need to get these inside to rest, and then in a few hours, I'm gonna get in there and put these into bouquets, because we're making them during the day, not the night today. Look at that. Boom. Okay, check out these ones. These are Cylindra, and these are my favorite. Look at that. Beautiful beets. Are these big enough for you? Are these finally big enough for our customers who don't want baby beets? Carrots and beets. This is always, you know, the exciting time because this is the official transition crop, the carrots and beets. This is the first thing that I plant on the farm. I planted these beginning of March, so months and months ago, and they aren't really ready until after all the spring greens are kind of done. And once these are like go time, this is like when the market starts to get busy, and this is when those summer crops every day start to get closer and closer. You know, like the tomatoes, the zucchinis, the cucumbers, all that stuff. Those are exciting summer things.
They're not all big enough to harvest yet though.
No. We got a selective pick. My goal is 5 Cylindra, 5 of the round. You know, then you can make a display. You know, it's not really going to be that much money. That'd be $25 worth of beets if you sell them all. I think. Instagram functions as a garden journal for me. I'm over there if you want to chat, but more than me being worried about making sure there's beautiful pictures for you guys, I want to make notes to myself so that I can flip through it and see what was happening in years past. And when I was looking at it, not only were the flowers kind of only just starting, but last weekend, last year, was our very first market of the year. I had been feeling really behind schedule. I really wanted to be at market way earlier. You know, we're still only doing Saturday markets at this point. I wanted to be doing Wednesday markets also by now. And so I'm not feeling like I'm achieving my goals. It's feeling frustrating that it's not going the way I want to, mainly because of weather. But looking back, seeing we'd only just begun selling, it's really reassuring to me that I'm not way off schedule of what we were last year. You know, maybe my goals were a little bit lofty.
I think that first market last year was in the like $400 range. It was not very good.
Yeah,
and last week for us, we sold $950.
We're seeing the improvements that we want to see year to year. You know, it's balancing goals and reality. Our employee has been working hard harvesting carrot bunches for me. I'm gonna get a couple more harvested, and then after that we're pretty much done out in the field until tonight when the sun goes down to do a few of the things that really suffer from the heat of the day. Carrots! Carrots! Look how good they look! So excited. They're so sweet and so tasty. Some for me. So good. So sweet and crunchy. Tell us about your design.
Party style.
What makes it party style?
With all the colors.
Are you gonna show Daddy your bouquet, Sam?
See purple.
Yeah, you got your purple ones.
This one died. This one's starting to dead.
Mommy didn't give you a good one?
Yeah. See?
Sam is my flower snob. He's also the one who knows how to properly pick and clean flowers, so I can't complain too much that he's a snob. But he's been complaining all week. The daisies have started blooming, and he keeps coming up to me and being like, "Mommy, why are you growing poop flowers? Because these flowers smell like poop." So I decided to trick him. I showed him this, and I was like, "Sam, do you like this?" And he's like, Oh, I love it, because obviously, flower snob, he loves anything roughly and doubled. And I was like, smell it. And he smells it, and he like looks at me, and he's like, poop flower? So, just because they smell like poop doesn't mean they look like poop when you grow the right ones. Where are we at? We are doing pretty good, actually. Our employee went home, but we got a ton done. We got almost everything that we can do during the heat of the day completed. We got carrots harvested, we got beets harvested, kohlrabi, we have salad mix, filling up the fridge, we have garlic scapes, we have green onions, and we have made a good dent on the first round of bouquets. In a couple hours, when it cools down, I'm gonna come out here, spend a couple hours, get these bouquets finished, and then it'll be about an hour and a half to pick all the things after the sun goes down. So I should go to bed at my normal bedtime around midnight. And Ian doesn't really need to be helping me. Everything is washed, which is what he usually does. So he should be able to go to bed nice and early and have an easier day tomorrow.
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like this is gonna be one of the easiest market nights we've ever had, even without the walk-in cooler being completed. I haven't even really had to help out much. It's been all you on the ball, and our employee helping out so much and coming in an extra day this week. I really like going to the market. It's a lot of fun. So I'm getting excited to have another market day.
But now, imagine there's a walk-in cooler and there is no chaos. Because this still isn't the solution. It's cooling down. It's almost getting there. I don't have to worry about the sun destroying all my food time.
Hey Serina, do you realize that since we last recorded about 3 hours ago, we've done absolutely nothing?
Sounds about right. Buddy.
You were so funny.
This bottom half of our farm, your house, not our house.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like we were very far ahead, and now we're just kind of like on time.
It was supposed to be different this week, Serina. We were supposed to have this all done.
It's not surprising.
Very consistent with us.
The end of the night for me.
And the beginning for me. But I'm not staying up till 4 in the morning. An hour and a half for the rest of the bouquets, and then an hour for a quick harvest of the things I want to harvest. So that's not too bad. There's definitely gonna be $1,000 for you to sell. Sell me $1,000.
No problem.
You gotta, because I don't know how many flowers I'm gonna have next week.
Yeah, I think next week might be...
This is the week to do it.
Well, another late night, but I'm done. So off to bed.
Once again, it is that time. It's time to get packed up and go off to the market. It's getting close to 5:30 and I'm ready to go. Serina ended up staying up till about 3:30 last night. We were at one point in time fairly on the ball, and then we sat down for about an hour and a half and kind of had a little bit of a worry talk about money. It's about 20 after 8, so the market has officially been open for 20 minutes, and everybody is really excited about the carrots today. We've already done like $150 in sales, so today could be a really good day. Just after 9 o'clock, and I just had my busiest hour ever. Okay, I just got rushed super hard, harder than we've ever, had in a single hour before. We have sold almost $500 already, and we're only an hour into the market. So this I will consider a big win. Market update, we're in the last hour of selling here and we're at $950. So we're only $50 away from our $1,000 goal, which we've never reached before. I'm a bit nervous because now the expectation is that we should be able to sell $50 in an hour, but we're running pretty low on stuff, and last week at this time everybody just kept walking. Nobody really wanted to stop at the stand, so I'm crossing my fingers that we can pull it off. Market update. Not only did we sell $1,000 at the market, we sold $80 more than that. We sold $1,082 in total. So, woohoo, we finally made our goal. For the first time ever, we sold every single bouquet we brought down to the market. So that makes us flower sellouts. The sales this week were driven by that first rush. We sold almost $500 in the first hour. And then around 9:30, I sold 7 bouquets in the span of like 5 minutes. As expected, the carrots drove the veggie sales. And once the carrots sold out around 9 o'clock, the veggie sales did slow down a bunch. Okay, here's our crop rundown. We sold all 10 bunches of beets. We sold all of our zucchini. The wonderful, amazing Salanova lettuce, it actually sold very poorly, but the bagged lettuce sold okay. The kale and chard almost sold out. We sold about $30 worth of dried flowers. As veggies sell out, I use the dried flowers to fill in the gaps. Now that we've sold $1,000 at a market, we need to make a habit of it. $1,000 isn't like the goal for the best markets of the season. $1,000 is actually the bottom level that we need to achieve at these markets.
What a sellout.